Than July. Hot. But hey, this is now.
Hi, I'm Randy Rowett, and welcome to another edition of Randy's Wellness TV here on TorontoTv. And we're here today in beautiful Burlington at Spencer Smith Park, and that's home to the Jazz Festival and the Holistic Fair. Both things are combined here today this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, July 22nd to the 24th. The fair is going to grow by leaps and bounds. And I was speaking to Marcus Schwartz, the PR person, earlier in the day, and he indicated that this thing is going to be a new green theme, and it's going to be a great show next year and going to really expand. So let's experience a holistic jazz show here at Spencer Smith Park in Burlington.
I said I love you, son. Let your conscience be your guide. Let's get it on. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Train, little girl. One more time before you go. Can I do the train for you? Talking about. Let's do the train, little girl. One more time before you go. Come on, David, bro.
I'm standing with the man who organizes this whole event, and it's a terrific event. It's the second annual Burlington Jazz Festival and Holistic Fair, and with me is Bobby Hebert. How are you, Bobby?
Great, Randy. Good to see you, too. Thanks for coming out to the park and being a part of the love by the lake.
We wouldn't miss it, especially being out here in the beautiful surroundings of Spencer Smith Park in Burlington. Now, was it your idea to get the show together?
Yeah, I started the festival a few years ago, 2 years ago, actually. It took 3 years, 1 year to get it started, and then 2 years running now.
Right, and this is looks to be bigger and better things in the future. Next year we have a third one, an improved, bigger green space area. Now tell us, when you had this vision about putting this together, there was obviously a void. There was not enough jazz events and there was not enough other events for the summer, right?
Well, Burlington has 3 big events here. They have their Sound of Music Festival in June, and they have a big event in September, was run by the Rotary, and July was open, and by Destiny's Child, we're here to bring the music to the people, and like the way I understand, people like us want it. It's jazz and blues and certain type of production and a vision of bringing people together in this kind of relationship of community.
Well, you certainly are bringing the music to the people. Not only that, you're bringing it in a very holistic way. You're bringing it to it in a natural way, a green way, an environmentally friendly, conscious message. These are all things you're trying to get out.
Trying to. I've been a lifelong vegetarian, as strict, no meat, fish, and eggs myself personally, so I practice what I preach. I don't, for me, I've always believed that the key to peace is vegetarianism, because if you eat things which are based on violence, then it produces violence. So I've promoted all the food vendors here. I'm very proud to say that I have one of the vendors who sells regular hamburgers has canceled their hamburgers and is selling veggie burgers at the festival.
I was going to ask you about that story because I heard that and I thought that is really a significant contribution on their part from a business standpoint to go from their conventional dietary and switch to holistic and vegetarian. I think that's a real positive thing that's happened.
It was amazing, and it was God's grace that she saw what happened was, Randy, I called her up and she went to her daughter who runs a health food restaurant and said, "What's holistic mean?"
Yeah.
And her daughter explained to her, this is the way you should live in the future. And she got on board with us and, made a compromise and maintained the no hamburgers and hot dog principle that I've tried to present here at the festival. And like I said, as we grow corporately, like a festival is a combination of companies like Volvo and all the sponsors that I have, Volvo of Oakville, and our rest of our team, Tuborg, Bacardi, it's all great, and bringing them together with us for the community, because I had to fund the whole thing myself.
And of course, yes, and of course,
it's a huge expense.
It is, and of course, PR plays a significant contribution. And I understand you work very close in contact with a great PR contact, and that really helps to bring out the message to the people.
Well, my friend Mark has helped, and yourself, Randy, and all of you guys are, we're all Canadians. We live in a land of opportunity and happiness, and this is the ideal Canadian lifestyle here. This is it. The weather, we've got the perfect weather. We've got the perfect scene. Spencer Smith Park is a Class A destination in the Halton region.
Well, we couldn't ask for a better weekend also. Now, where does the festival go from here in let's say, next year, third year?
Next year, I'm looking at some upgrading my act. Not upgrading in the sense of better, but more world brand names. I'm hoping to get my friend David Clayton Thomas here.
Oh, that'd be great. Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Bruce Cassidy from Blood, Sweat, and Tears is playing on Sunday here. And, Nick Alley, he's a top student of Randy Brecker of the Brecker Brothers. So I want the Brecker Brothers here, and I'd like to get Steely Dan. People want Tower of Power.
Yeah, Tower of Power, very popular.
So we bring a few of these bands here, and we're going to have ourselves a big experience.
Well, we thank you again, Bobby, and it's a pleasure to be here, and we will always do our best at Randy's Wellness TV to bring out that information. Lots of health and wellness features here, and we thank you again for joining us.
Randy, thank you, and we hope to see you next year, and everybody come out and support this festival because it'll make a difference.
That's 3 days of the Jazz and Holistic Fair here, the Burlington Jazz Festival here at Spencer Smith Park in Burlington, July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Lots of great music, terrific jazz music, a little bit of blues, lots of food here available, some holistic food. And not only that, they've got some great practitioners out here also. You couldn't have any more you wanted. The environment, the atmosphere, the message out there for the holistic aspect of everything. So come on out.
One more time before you go.
see the light. Watching stars go across my sky. Outside, the stories told, where mystery unfolds. With you, 'cause the sun goes below, the secret's been spoken. If I could just hold you in my arms. Music keeps playing, the sound of keeps swinging, and all I can say is it's all because of you.
Hello， 又係我 Kanna。啱先係咪好 surprise 啊？帶咗大家去睇 Art Flow 嗰個 show。咁我覺得 art 咧，之前我都講過啦，喺我節目裏邊 art 咧同 music 都一樣，都係啲好 creative 嘅嘢啦。咁今日大家覺得點樣咧？我帶大家嚟 outdoor 睇下啲 music，rather than 喺 studio play music 俾你睇。咁我覺得大家應該有個新嘅認識。咁除咗 alternative music， 咁我都 play jazz music、blue music。咁下次咧，可能會帶大家睇唔同嘅音樂元素。咁而家我哋睇到後邊咧有另外一個 band 喺度表演緊。咁好可惜今日就唔可以採訪佢哋，但我 promise 下次有 show 會繼續帶大家採訪探討更加多音樂嘅知識。我係 Kanna， 多謝大家收睇 Music Cosmo 音情不定，我哋 from TorontoTv。咁下次大家再見啦 ，thank you， 拜拜。Alright, so here we have Chris Smith. I promise you guys I will grab him from the stage and do an interview with us. So,
Hi everybody. How you doing? You just missed a good show down by the water. We're close to the Burlington Skyway Bridge. This beautiful location for the Burlington Jazz and Blues Festival.
So it's the first time for me to listen to your singing. You know, I'm like pretty new to your music. So how long have you been singing in your career?
I've been singing for about over 20 years now.
20 years.
That's right. I've been around and back and a few times, but always enjoyed the ride, especially when it's on locations like this. And just live in the moment. It's great. It's a great band. It's so much fun.
Do you write songs to yourself or someone else actually writing the song for you?
Sometimes I work with other writers, but you know, most of the tunes are pretty much mine, and sometimes I collaborate. Get the best of both worlds.
Okay, I really want to know that. Who's your idol?
Oh, my idol. I have so many.
The most attention one, like the one you like the most.
The one I like the most, Stevie Wonder.
Oh, I'm too young to know who he is.
Oh, you know
so...
Stevie Wonder.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I always recognize music by, you know, not by people, but by the music, by the spirit of the music.
Right. If you talk to, you know, a lot of musicians, Stevie Wonder would be mentioned many times. You know, he's just a great writer.
What do you like about him?
Oh, I love the soul, the rhythm, the feel, the you know, the things that you can't put into words.
So, like, forgive me that since I'm a little bit young, that I don't know too much about jazz. Would you mind tell us a little bit more about like the rhythm of jazz? Like, what's the definition of jazz? Why is not blue but jazz?
I think jazz is an art form that's been around many years. It came out of Black America. And it's like the blues. It's a fundamental feel of music that, you know, it's an art form of itself, a language of its own. And I think one of the main elements about jazz is that the spontaneity of the moment. So that's why you have solos and rhythm sections working together, and that we incorporate a bit of that into our, you know, our stuff is a little more smooth jazz, and it crosses over into other things, you know?
I understand that. So, what's the main instrument that you guys like to use to do the music?
Right. Well, it just so happens our percussionist just came down here. Armando, come on over. She just asked me about the influence of this kind of music, and I would have to say rhythm. And here's the man that encapsulates rhythm.
My name is Kanna from TorontoTv.
Hi, how
nice
are
to
you?
meet you.
This is the amazing Armando.
Nice to meet you.
So, what instrument do you play?
Percussionist.
That's good. It's hard to play.
It takes a few years to get it, but it's a natural kind of thing, you know.
Where can I get your instrument? Like, where do you buy it from?
Well, you can buy anywhere in Toronto now. When I started out, basically, you had to go to the United States because it basically came from Cuba. That's where the conga drum originally came from, was Cuba.
See, he mentioned the conga drum. The conga drum is probably the quintessential percussive instrument, you know, congas. And they're a simple thing, but man, they speak so well.
Exactly. I just saw this like two thing like that much high compared to me, but it looks easy. You just use your hand, right? But I think there's a lot of philosophy there.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of technique. You know, you got to know.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for probably 30 years.
Even longer than his music.
Age, okay, because I'm only 17.
No, he started in the womb.
But Chris and I go back many years, and I played with a band called Coconut Groove back in the 1980s, and Chris played with a band called Regatta, and Chris got many years of experience, and he writes great music, and it's nice to listen to, nice to dance to, and it's just great all-around music. So
you like working with him?
It's a pleasure to work with this guy, and he's one of the nicest guys I know next to me.
All right, so now the next question will be, how do you feel like as an individual singer or as a singer that works in a band? Because he used to be in a band, like he just told me. So right. What's the difference, or what's the passion that drives you on?
Oh, well, you know, it's great to play guitar and write music by yourself, but when you play it with a bunch of guys like Armando and the boys, it just comes to life. You know, it's like a painting with the colors, you know? One color, many colors. That's a good analogy, yeah?
It's a very good.
Yeah, it's like a Tom Thompson portrait.
That's great. So, but how often do you guys need to practice to come to this stage?
We never practice. We just get together and let it happen, and that's the jazz.
So you guys are all talented people. Like I shouldn't be here.
No, not at all. No, not at all. We're just it's learning a language, you know.
Myself, I'm not like professional as you guys, but I like singing a lot. But I try to cooperate with someone else. It's really hard for me. Like I do hip hop dancing. Right. Yeah, it's really hard to find the beats all together. Like when the music starts and your guitar starts and the drum starts and saxophone starts. Like how do you guys make that beats all together? What's the sense there?
It's all about listening to each other and sort of feeling the music and enjoying the music. And if you really enjoy the music, then you'll end up playing the music a lot better because you're playing good music that you really like. It's like if you know a song that, let's say you like to dance to, there's a particular song, like it could be a Michael Jackson song or whatever, and you find that's a great song and you just have to get up and dance. So it's the same thing with a musician. When you're playing really good music, you know, you sort of get into it.
So you have to react spontaneously.
You know, the bass and the drums and the guitar and so on and so forth, and we're having a conversation on the stage, and basically that's what it is. It's a relationship.
I see.
And the longer the relationship goes, the better it gets. Or it's
so the better you guys know each other better, so no practice anymore.
Well, we practice.
Well, yeah, we do.
We practice by ourselves.
So especially when you have new songs come up.
Right. Yeah. We do rehearse but not a lot. You know, it's pretty spontaneous.
Great. So how many albums do you have so far?
I've got 2 right now. Room Inside My Heart's the first, and then Real Thing is my recent one, and now I have a new one coming out in the fall.
Fall? Which months? Can you tell us?
I wish I knew when, but I can only estimate the fall. But it's well on the way.
So where can we find your album besides here?
The best way to find our album is online, cdbaby.com, or you can get it, you know, with Amazon.com. You can find it at Gregorian Music, the Gregorian, CD stores. They have them, and we hope to be in all the major retailers, you know, soon.
Of course, I want to see that too. You know, it's the first time for me to listen to your singing, but I was impressed.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have been in different jazz festival, like the one downtown that just started yesterday. They have different kind of music there, but it's my first time here, and right away your singing caught my eyes, and the biggest event is like my ears.
Good, yeah. Well, you got to listen, right? That's listening. That's what he's talking about.
Good music.
Yeah. Well, I never write songs.
No, well, hey, maybe you'll learn one day. Never say never.
So, what's like the direction of your album goes?
The new one?
Yeah.
It's a little more jazzy, more traditional instruments, acoustic bass, grand piano, that way.
Grand piano. Do you know other instrument besides guitar or bass?
Not really. I play a bit of piano, but I'm a guitar player, singer, you know, and read a lot of books.
I don't think you need a lot, because I started in an art school, and my teacher told me you don't have to know everything well, but you just need to do one thing very good.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So I think you're singing.
Yeah?
Great.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. So, and you have, I can't see any of your other, I should get all of them here, then you guys can. Yeah.
Next time.
Sure, what's your next show?
Our next show is, I do believe it's August 7th, a Sunday, at the Mardi Gras Carnival in Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah, and it's a Sunday, and we're on at 1:30 in the afternoon. So it's an early start, but we'll get out of bed in time, I promise.
You gotta email me all this information so I can forward it to all my friends to come down and see your show.
That would be beautiful, and I have your card, and I will do that.
Of course. So we're so glad that we have Chris Smith today to do our interview. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, I wish you your CD will come out in the fall soon, so we can go and buy it all together.
Yeah, and have more of these moments, yeah.
Of course. So I'll see you in August in the Hamilton Center.
Good. I'll be looking for you. I'll be looking for you.
All right. Guys, I'll see you. Okay. Oh, who's a little girl?
This is the future. She's going to be the next Sheila E. Next drummer.
Say hi. Say hi.
This is May Chan.
Say hi, May.
This is May. You want to say hi? Say hello. She's just shy.
She's too shy. Yeah, that's the starting.
Yeah, so she'll probably learn how to play piano eventually.
Yeah, sure.
And hopefully she won't do music for a living, because it's a rough gig.
Yeah, so will you be here? Will you be in the Hamilton place in August as well?
Yeah, I play with Chris. Yeah.
All right, then we're looking forward to seeing you there.
It would be great. It would be my pleasure. And I hope to see you there again as well.
Sure. Nice meeting you today.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Kanna.
All right.
All right.
What's your name?
Kanna. My name's Kanna.
Kanna. My name is Armando.
TorontoTv.
Excellent.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Say bye-bye.
Thank you.
Telephone. I'm in good all the time. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love. Hey, it feels good all the time. That's it. listen to me.
So here we are today at the Burlington Jazz Festival. It's been a wonderful show here at the Jazz Festival and Holistic Fair, and it's going to get even bigger and better from years to come. We've experienced a lot of things, the beautiful sights and sounds of jazz, the healing and beautiful environmental treatments, and the wonderful atmosphere of Lake Ontario at Spencer Smith Park, and it's a great thing to look forward to for next year. So on behalf of my producer, Joseph Lau, and my assistant tonight, which is Kanna, I thank you very much. I'm Randy Rowett. We'll see you next time on Randy's Wellness TV.